Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today we are going to be making another altered book. Now I have got two different sort of like books here today. Last week we did this one, which I love, which is another green one. I found a couple of these books in the charity shop, which has got this beautiful covers on. Hang on a minute, let me just pop these to the side. Now this one is, if you didn't see it, I'll pop the video link down underneath this video. It's just an altered book which using and folding the pages that are already in the book, and all I've done is just added some little bits of ephemera in here from my one of my digital kits. So it's really simple, and if you are a newbie making a journal or you've never made a journal before, this is fab. It's so simple, and all as you're using is an old book. And obviously it's already got the pages in, and you're not sewing in any pages, you're just folding pages and making it look really sort of like pretty and making little pockets. So it's really simple. But this one is already should be going off to Jane's Makes, the won it in the giveaway, but I've not heard from her yet. So if I don't hear from her by Friday, I will be doing another, picking somebody else, so then this can go off to its new little forever home. Oops. Oh, and what I did, I added these little tabs to it as well as the closure. So they're just bits of card which I've sewn around, popped a little eyelet in, and I've just stuck them either side of the page, popped a little bit of twine in there because I think that looks really lovely, doesn't it? Like that. So love it, love. So let's pop that behind. Now I've got these two books. I wanted to make another one, just like because I don't have one, and that one's going away somewhere, so I want to make one for myself. Now this is the type of book that I used that one with. You can see it's still got dust all over it, which is the pages are actually stuck to the spine, this spine bit, so they're all individual and stuck in, so they're really simple to stick out, but to pull out. But what you need to do is make sure this don't get a really old book. You want one where the spine is pretty, you know, tough in there, and your pages aren't just falling out willy-nilly on their own. You want it to be quite strong. So that one is with individual pages stuck in, and this one, which is a smaller one, is one which has got little signatures in. So there's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 signatures in here. They're not hugely big because this isn't quite a very big book, but what you want to do when you're taking the pages out of this one is find the middle of the signature. Now let's see if I can find the middle of this one. There we go. We have, can you see, it's tied in here. It's sewn in like you would sew in a signature. So when we take pages out of this one to make the book a little bit thinner, you want to take it from the middle of the signature like that, and then you just want to pop these out like that. They come out really simple, because again, if you're going to just take one willy-nilly out like that and you end up folding the one on the opposite side, it's just going to fall out because it's attached. So when you do this on these books, so you might have one like this, just take them out of the middle of the signature, and that way you can thin down your book. Can you see here, that's quite thin already, so that will thin it down really nicely. Probably just work out how many pages you've got in your signatures, and then I would probably take out maybe even half of the pages. It depends how, if it's your first time, I would take out probably half, and then you won't have so many pages to start folding. It's better to have a thinner, smaller one to get going, and then you will more than likely finish your book. So there we go. I'm going to pop that one to the side because I am going to use this big fatty, but I'm going to take out quite a few pages. So this one here we have got this lovely page. Now this is all one page, but this one is a bit stuck to this one, so I'm going to stick those two together to make a nice strong page. And then I'm going to probably stick those two together, maybe. We shall see. We'll stick those, but I'm going to leave a few pages anyway. But this has got quite a few pages in, so I will probably take out quite a few of this. It will probably go down to half. But this is the one I'm going to be using. But the other thing that I wanted to show you, that I wanted to do before we get started, is make some little templates. Now I have got some coffee stain paper, and I've just, this is like a whole sheet, and I've just sort of like torn them in half, and I want to show you how to make some templates. Now I've got this one, which is a little pocket. I've got this one, which is my little tea band. I've got this one here, which is the little side pockets, so you can pop these away, and when every time you want to make a little altered book, or a little, you know, which is a lovely little gift for someone, you've got these to show what you're what to do on the pages, if you know what I mean. So it's a little reminder. So when you're halfway through the book, you're trying to think, oh my gosh, how can I fold the page? You will know how to fold it, because you'll have your little papers here. So this one, I'm just going to fold down like that. I've stapled these, but my staplers run out of staples, which is probably typical, isn't it? So can you see? And then we've got this one, so you can remember, right, I'm going to have a little corner tuck. So it's super, super simple. So I've got a lot of these that I have done. So we've got another corner one. We've got one which has got the double pocket in there. I've got this one which I've just folded up the piece from the bottom. So that is like a little separate piece. And then we've got a little pocket in there. Then we've got this one, which is the pop two, just glued two down. We've got a nice big pocket. So I just thought that would be a really nice idea to pop in your drawer every time, or a little folder. So every time you want to sort of like have a go at making an altered journal, you've got your little template, so it can remind you how to fold the pages. So I just thought that would be quite a nice thing to do. So let's get going on this one. Now I'm going to start with, I'm just going to glue these two pages together. I'm going to leave these ones in the front for now. I'm going to do it with my glue stick. So I'm going to take this first page, turn it over, and glue this one. Now I'm using glue stick. Now, like I said last week, you can use wet glue if you want to use sort of like wet glue, but if you use too much, it will buckle your pages. So I'm just using a little bit of glue stick, folding that down, and there we go, like that. So we've got a nice page there, like that. So we've got that one, which I'm going to use on the very beginning one. And then last week I did it just tearing pages out, but this one I'm going to do it a little bit neater. So if you had to go last week, which I hope you did, this one I'm going to try and hide the pages in between where I've ripped them. So last week I just wanted you to get a book and make it, just to get yourself used to ripping out pages and sticking them together. So I am going to probably take out about 8 pages on this one, because these are quite thin. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See if I can rip them all out. No, I think I will just do it one at a time. It's easier. This is quite nice. Like I said last week, it's sort of a no-brainer one when you're ripping out pages. Now, if you've got a little lumpy bit, get a pair of pliers and just take it out with a pair of pliers. It's so much easier than trying to get your fingers inside. Look, I've got paper all over this one already. Right, so that means, because we've taken out these lovely pages here, it means we've got a bigger gap on here. So if we make this into a a corner pocket and stick it onto this one, you've got a nice gap to put your pages in, your little bits of ephemera in. Now the back page I'm going to stick down, so we've got it a little bit harder. So I'm actually going to just make this as I go along. I know lots of people sort of like rip out pages and paper clip them together and stuff, but I'm just going to just go with this. I'm just going to do this. Now the first page, which I've stuck together, I'm going to give us a little pocket like that, and then that can stick on to there. Now be careful, because when you turn them over, can you see they do sort of go a little bit wibbly wobbly, so we need to try and make this so it goes over nicely. Let me just ink this. I'm going to just ink this up. I won't do the whole book on camera, but I will do a few pages with you, just so you know where I'm going with it, and you can sort of follow along with me. I'll do lots of different styles to start with. I'm going to glue that down, and then I think I'm going to take that over and try and glue that onto there like that. I know it's going to be, it doesn't have to be stuck down, the pages have to be aligned completely, but I'm going to take my tacky glue, if it will come out, pop some glue along this bit, and I'm going to bring this together. You've got to be careful, like I said, because they will not sort of like stick down straight, some of them. So let's just stick that on like that. Perfect. So that's our first one. So just go backwards and forwards with it. There we go. That is our first little pocket. Right, I'm going to take this one. Shall I just rip a few more out? I think I might just take, you know, I'll take about 3 out of here, because these are ripping out really nicely actually, so you don't have a big mess in there. Actually, I'm going to rip out 4. I don't want this to be huge. This has got a huge amount of pages in it, so I've just taken out 4. Now I'm going to just glue these two together just to make them a little bit harder, like this. Now I'm not going to fold them all, because I would like to stick a couple of pockets in from making out of the pages that we've taken out. So I'm just going to stick those two together like that. Okay, so that's a nice page there. And I'm going to take out, say, another 3. Just go with it, however you pages you think you should sort of take out. If you've got a really big book, I would take 5 or 6 pages out at a time, because else you're going to have such a big book, and you don't want it all sort of like gaping. You want a nice book, so when you put it back on the shelf, it still looks like a book, if you can understand, if you know what I mean. So let's stick that onto there like that. So I'm going to leave this page that we stuck together. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to do another one. No, actually I'm going to rip these out, because this is going to go onto the next page, so we need a little bit of a gap in here, don't we? Just so we've got a little bit of room. And now I'm going to glue these two down like this. A little bit of glue. If you want it to really be stuck down, make sure you put lots and lots of glue. but I don't mind if they're a little bit open at the sides. I think that just adds to it. I think it looks quite nice like that. So I'm going to take this one on here. I'm going to just make a little fold this way. So we're going to do one like this. So this is just like a little tuck like that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it in. Now you can have it right in, so it all depends how big a pocket you want to have on there. So I think probably about that much, like that. And then you've got your little tucky pocket. So the back bit is quite hard because you've got two. If you've got really thin pages, add three, stick 3 pages together. You know, if it's really, really thin. Or if you've got quite a big, thick book, thick pages, you may not have to stick them together. All depends on what type of book you are using. You could even probably do this with magazines as well, which will be quite nice, wouldn't it? Let's just stick this down. Pop that down like that. And then that will go on to there, like that. Make sure we're all stuck down. Get my glue, a little bit of glue on here, just down the sides, like this. And again, if you didn't want to glue it down and you wanted it a little bit more, you know, free to do, you can staple them like I've stapled on here. You can just staple the pages together like that. So there we go. We've got the little corner one. We have a plain page which I wasn't going to leave, so I could, you know, stick pockets and things onto that one. We've got this one. Make sure that's going to stick down. So that's a double page, so that can turn over like that, and then we can start on another one. Actually, I'm going to just like rip some of these out. Remember to rip them out, because you can forget. I really forgot then. So let's just rip out, how many is that? I'm going to take out 5. Like that. And then I'm going to, you could have just, what I should have done is just left the page, ripped it out and then stuck it on, then you wouldn't see that seam in there, but never mind, I forgot. So, not that I don't really need it to be too tidy, do we? It's just a fun thing to do. Like that. Stick these together. Pop that down gently. Lift that up. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to tear out another 4 or 5 in here. 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to stick these two together like this. Just that down, and then we have this one like that. Perfect, look at that. So we've got, what did we do? We did that on there. Did that stick down? Now another thing as well, you might have to double glue, because these pages, because they're quite old, they're quite absorbent of your glue. Do you know what I mean? Because they're quite really that nice paper. I love this paper. Right, we stuck that one together. What I'm going to do on this one, I think, I'm going to make one of my little tea bands. And just pop that out. I'm going to turn it this way. Nice thing about the writing, you can sort of get a nice cut going across there along the lines. So let's go right to the end. I'm going to just tear that down. That one, keep your little bits that you're tearing out, because Like I said, we can make little paper clips in another video. Let's ink that bit. And then this bit we want to take out. Let's go. So we've got the 71 in there, so we know that's the middle, don't we, roughly? So I'm just going to go up to there. So I've left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 lines in there, 6 rows. I don't think that was very straight, was it? Oh, it doesn't matter. Go up there. So you've already got sort of like your little grids on here for easy cutting. Tear that little bit out, and there we go. Look, we've got our little T-band. I'm going to just ink that around. Like that. Little bit of ink, just so we know where the sort of ends are. Just 10 minutes, so we know we've got a little pocket in there. Look, a little bit wobbly. Let's pop that down. Stick that to there. Does that stick? Like that. Now I might go around this one. I did a little bit of washi tape on the last one, but I might use my brown tape on this one if I need to. So there we go, another little one. So they are fabulous, aren't they? And you've got a nice gap by tearing out the pages in between each one. Just remember, you've got a nice gap in here, so you can pop a bigger item or something in there. Do you know what I mean? You're not sort of trying to squash everything in. So what shall we do? I'm going to just rip these out. So I'm going to take out probably another 6 on this one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then I'm going to just stick 2 pages together like this. Perfect. Pop that down. Lovely. So we are on a page 100 on here. And what did I say we're in here? 381. What was it? Yeah. So we've got 300 pages to go. But look, so that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 pages out of 100 pages. So I think that's probably good, isn't it? I think. So I'm going to, that's your double one. So I'm going to just take out another 4 or 5 on here. Oops. Like I said, depending on how thick your pages are and how much you want into it, you can probably take out, if you want a few pages in it, take out 10. You know, it's entirely up to you. So that's the one we stuck together. So taking out, what did I take out? 5 or 6 then. And we're going to just glue the next page together like this. Perfect. Stick that down. Stick that down like that, which is lovely. Right, now we've got our little templates here. So what should we do? Or should we do a foldy up pocket? I didn't do one of those yet, did I? No. We've got a little foldy up pocket. Let's do that one. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this, and I'm going to, which is the best way to do it, because we want to just rip this up to there. And then I'm going to fold this Oh, that's quite nice because that's sort of like plain up there. I'm going to fold that in like that. Will that flip over? I'm going to actually just cut down a little bit so it will fold in properly. That's better. Just take that off, so when it folds over, it will fold over properly and you haven't got that big thing there. A little bit. I'm going to take my little circle punch, take a little notch out, take this like that, so, and then we can just stick that together. So then that will be the 5th one, won't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a really good amount, I think. Actually, what I might do a little bit different on this one. Did I glue these two together? I did, didn't I? What I might do then, shall I rip this up and pop it across there? Then we'll have 2 pockets like that. That might look quite nice. Do you think that would work? It could, couldn't it? Let's give it a go. Right, let's pop that one across that way. Right, this is the one behind it, so I'm just going to rip that up just a little bit, not as far, but I'm going to pop these two together. I need to go like that. So I have 2 little double pockets, a little double pocket. Let's cut that off because we don't need that one, do we? Let's pop a little notch in. Whether we're going to sort of level with that one. I'll pop that on like that. Now, let's see. Do you think I should do it like that? I think I might actually do it like that. I think it'll be easier to turn the pages over than trying to turn up that, because I think they will go a bit wibbly wobbly. So I'm going to turn that over, actually change my mind and just have a bigger pocket. So we've got something like that in there. Love it. That's better. So let's get our glue. Glue this down here. Down that side. Nice blubber glue down this side, I think. And down here. Like that. Perfect. Turn that over and we shall do this one. Okay. Oops. Don't want the glue in there. That looks good. Oh, I like that. That flips and then that flips. Oh, I like it. I do like that. Let's pop a little bit of ink on here. I think this one is going to look nice because I know it's green like the other one, but I think I might pop some of my roses in here. You know, the roses in bloom. I think this would look really nice like that. Right, I'm going to take some of these out. Now we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's given it a little bit more room. So that's 4 out of there. I'm going to stick these 2 together like this. So we got a nice thicker one, haven't we? So that will stick on there nicely. I think I'm going to leave that page so that those fall down onto a base of a paint. That will probably be a nice space on that one. So that means I need to, going to glue these two together now, like this. Oops. Oh, nearly at my end of my glue. I've only got one glue stick left. So I better, oh no, actually I've got a purpley one, I think. I've got this one. I haven't used this one before. This is Magic Glue. It's a purple one. I'm not quite sure how strong that is. We shall see. It's the same make. It's MP. So it might be okay. Okay, so that's going to go on the back of those ones. So I've stuck this one down. Then I'm going to tear out a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what shall we do with this one? Let's have a little look. What have we got? Double one. Now that, yes, because we could probably do, I think I'm going to do a little doubly one. That's what I'm going to do. So that goes with that one. We have this one. So I need to pop that onto there, don't we? Let's fold this down. I'm going to fold that quite far down, and then I'm actually going to cut a little bit of it off because we don't need all of that. I'm going to just chop that down. Keep these little pieces. So that's our first pocket, and then we want to bend this in like that to be our second pocket, like that. Don't need to cut that one off. And then I'm going to tear out, oh did I, oh I folded, oh look, I folded all of those and I hadn't even stuck them together. What a silly Billy. Oh, going ahead of myself there. Let's just glue this down. Need to glue them down so they're that little bit thicker. Let's take that. Turn that one in. That goes with that one. And then I'm going to tear that one out, just so we've got a bigger gap. There we go. I'm going to tear this one out as well. I'm going to stick two pieces together, like that. And then this will be the back for these. So these will stick together. Perfect. Lovely, lovely. Let's glue these down. I didn't glue that one down. This one, I don't know why I'm forgetting to glue this one down, aren't I? There we go. Let's glue that. Perfect, perfect. And I've forgotten to glue this one. Let's glue those down. And add a little bit of ink. So, perfect. Again, you don't have to use vintage photo ink. You can use whatever you like. You can turn it into a pink one, or if you've got the green cover, you could, if you had some green ink, you could put green on there, couldn't you? There we go. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. I'm going to do this one first, down through here, down there, and then this one. Now again, remember you will might have to go back and re-glue some of these, because like I said, it does soak in to the pages. That's not too bad. That one's okay. See, this one needs redoing because it soaks up the glue. So just go back over and do that again, because that glue would have soaked into the page and given it a sort of a coating, so that would stick now. That one's okay. We have our little key band. See, this one's kind of undone. So just go back and stick them down. That's stuck okay. And these are stuck. Might give them a little bit to dry. That one's okay for now. And we've got this one. That's on the back of that one. So let's stick that down. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, right. This one, see, we're 159 now. So let's have a look. See how much we've done. We've done nearly a third of the book. I think I might just squash that. You might have to actually, it's probably best thing to put like a little weight on here, wouldn't it? To hold those down. Love it. Love, love, love. What shall we do next? I will do a couple more and then I will just go off and finish this, and then I will show you how it is. So let's just, I think I might have a plain page on here because I'm going to have to go off and get another glue stick, unless I use my purple one. Let's try this purple one, shall we? What do you think that's like? I think these ones are ones where, so you know where you've put your glue, aren't they? Let's just see how these work. There we go. I'm going to stick that page down. That's stuck down. And I'm going to tear out a few more pages. 3, 4, 5. Perfect. There we go. That's the one we stuck down. Now, shall we do a little T-bar on the side like we did before? Or what other shape can we have? You could probably have a little heart shape on here, couldn't you? Do you think we could cut out a little heart and have a little tuck? Half a heart, not a whole heart. You could have like a little half a heart on there, little tuck, couldn't we? I think it's easier to do them on this side than this side. What do you think? Or do you think I should do them on that side as well? Because I've done them all on this side, haven't I? Here's flip over, that flips over, that flips over. Done that one. What do you think? I suppose you could even stick something to that one. I don't want it to be too thick though. Right, I've ripped those out, so I'm going to stick this together like this. Oh look, it disappears. I've not used one of these before. So once it's on the paper, does it disappear? It does, doesn't it? There we go. Let's refer back to our little thingamajiggies. Done that one. We did the corner one. We did the double one. We haven't done this one, and we haven't done this one, have we? So that's a big pocket. Maybe we should do a big pocket. What do you think? Put those together. Cut a little notch. The last time I cut a notch out of both of them. But I think I'm just going to cut a notch. Actually, should I cut a notch out of that side? What do you think? Is that going to turn over properly? I think so. I am. I'm going to cut a notch out the other side. This one. Nice big one. Like that. Where's my little... I bet it's under this big pile of paper. Oh no, it's not. Look at all this paper. All of that lovely, lovely paper. So what shall we make with all of that, do you think? There we go. A little bit of ink on there. Should we have a little bit of ink on this one? Just along that top piece. And then I'm going to glue these together. Like that. Can you see it will fold a little bit funny because book pages do that anyway. So I'm going to just glue down here. Oops. Glue's all dried up. A little bit along here. And then I'm going to just fold that over. Like that. Lovely. Now I need to make sure this is going to dry properly. There we go. Okay, right, now I'm going to, what should we do with the next one? What was I going to do? I was going to do this doubly page. Actually, I quite like that on that side because I've been very slack on doing it on the other side, haven't I? Shall I stick these together? We could have a there and then we could have one like this side. That's what we shall do. Oops. Don't think there's as much in this glue stick, is there? Let's go down through. Yes, it definitely disappears. Oops, take that off. And then I'm going to stick, and I'm going to take out only another two, I think, and then stick these together. Because I don't want too much of a gap, because I don't want the pockets to be too deep, because things will fall out. If this is too much, if I take too much out of there, things will fall out of there. It will be a little bit too baggy, won't it? I think. We shall see. So that can do that. That go over there. So what we need to do with this page is fold it in like this, don't we? Like that, I think. Let's do it like that. I've got to leave that little gap because we want to glue it down. So I think we will need a little bit of a gap there. Stick that on. Stick that down. Like that. And then that will fold over and stick to this page, and then we've got a little bit of a gap so it will stick down a little bit better, I'm hoping. Where's my little, I keep losing my little dauber. I think it's because I sort of throw it, that's why. It's a little bit down here. This is sort of repeating what I did last week, but I think it's quite nice to have a little sort of recap, even for me. Do you know what I mean? Love it. So I'm going to, I didn't last time, I'm going to glue these bits and along the front bit, the middle bit, I mean. So I'm going to glue this along here. Nice bit of glue down through the middle. That bit, which gives us the two pockets. A little bit there. Did I glue these? I did glue those together. There we go. There we go. That's a nice one, isn't it? That's stuck. Yes, that's a lovely one. So then we have our little pocket there, and we have our little pocket there. Fabulous. So what we can do with these, so we've got them, so you don't have to have lots and lots and lots of different ones now. So what we can do is start from the beginning again, and the next page we can do is a triangle-y corner one. We can leave a page, we can pop a little corner one in, a little half page I mean, then we put a little T-band in there, so we can just go through repeating what we've already done. So look at that. How many pages we've taken out? Loads, because we are on, look at that, 189. So it's nearly sort of halfway through the book. Look at that, fab. And we have ended up with, let's see, those are the front pages. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pages. So that's halfway. You could probably do maybe 20-25 pages probably, and this is going to be which is a great amount because it's just fab. And then we can start adding things into it again. I love it. So there we go, guys. I'm going to get on with this, and then I will be back for you in 2 minutes. Okay guys, so I am back. I have finished adding in, or taking out the pages should I say, and I am just loving it. Love, love, love. So the other thing that I did was I rounded the corners on the pages, and I just think that looks lovely. Really, really nice. I do think it just sort of like finishes it off quite nicely, doesn't it? So I'm going to give you a quick flip through, and then I want to add some other little extra bits in here. Because look, we have all of this, taking out all of this. Look at all that yummy paper that we can do some collage or mixed media work with. Now let me just pick up this little gessoed piece of paper. So we have a pocket in here. All right, the first 2 pages are just like that, are just sort of plain ones. If I can pick it up. Which I quite like because I'll probably embellish these. I might embellish this a little bit more than I did the last one. So we've got a pocket in there. We have this plain one. So these are the ones I want to just add a little bit of extra to. We've got the pocket in here. We have our lovely T-band like this. We have double sort of pockets. So I've got a little pocket like that, which is just 1 page. We have the little pocket like that, which was another page. This is a plain page, which I've got an idea for. We have the little double pockets like this. Can you see? Doesn't it look nice with the just the rounded edges? I think that looks lovely. This is a big pocket in there. We have little corner ones. We have, this is a double one, so this is like a double page with 2 little pockets either side, little tucks. We have the side T-band. Let's have a look. Another plain page, which is great. This one is a corner one, but what I did, I ripped down the page this side and folded it under. So instead of coming from this way, I did it that way. So that looks quite nice, doesn't it? And we've got another little side tuck there. We have a little pocket here, which I just folded that up, opened it up. We've got these little bits that I think what I might do is add something to those as well. And then we have a little pocket on this one. So that's lovely. And then we have the double ones here. I'm loving this one. I'm just loving it. This one, these are just plain pages on their own, and I've just folded them over. So we've got like another little double. I'm liking these little double bits. I think they look really nice. So there's 2 little tucky spots there. This one is a pocket there and a pocket there. And what I did with this, I tore down the page all the way down, and then I concertinaed it. So I folded it all the way down, and then I folded it a little bit back up. So that gives you the extra pocket. I've popped a little bit of tape in there, which is my craft tape, which I might go around and add just little bits to the pages as well. Just adds a little bit more interest as well to it. Another little pocket. There's another big pocket. 2 little corner ones like that. Loving these ones. And then that is the last one. So we have 23 pages. So that's what it looks like. And I just think it looks fantastic. So we've got lots of room in there to add lots of goodies. So what I'm going to do, what I was thinking, because we have all this lovely paper, what I have done, I have just glued 2 pieces together like this. So they're just 2 pieces in there. And I'm going to go, this is the plain page. I thought I might do like a little flip out. I'm going to do it this way, I think. I'll leave that little jaggedy edge because I quite like that. I'm thinking if I just wanted to add an extra little bit to these, I'm going to fold it like this. I found another glue stick. I had another 2, so I'm really pleased with that. Not 100% sure whether I like this purple one, but we shall see how we get on. Right, this, so this could either, actually you could probably pop it on there like that, couldn't you? And then that would flip out. What do you think? Doesn't really matter. I could stick it on there and we could have a little tuck underneath. What do you think? What do you think? I think I'm just going to stick this on like that. Right, I'm going to stick it with this. I'm going to glue all of it down like that, and then we will have a little tuck in there. No, we won't have a little tuck because I've just glued it. We will have a little piece stuck down there. I've glued the whole thing, so don't glue the whole thing if you want a little tuck spot. Pop that on the edge of your page. Yes, don't glue it all down if you want a bit in there, a little pocket. That was a bit silly, wasn't it? So that's what I want to do. And then we've got this little tuck that comes out. Not a little tuck, a little pulley out thing. And then I'm going to just, didn't make that very straight, did I? Going to, my bits in there, just do the corners like this. Fabulous. Look at that, and then that flips out. So I am going to add a little bit more. I might add a few of my digital kits into this one, the Roses in Bloom one, like I said. But you could also add a piece like that, and that might look quite nice, mightn't it? What do you think? What do you think? So you could have another little pulley out piece. Right, I think I might just, I will do that afterwards, I think. I like that when I'm adding the papers. So that's an extra bit in there. Let's just flip. What should we do? I think I might add a piece to here. No, I'm not going to save those bits. I'm going to do the same again, but shall I remember to do a little pocket this time? Let's just fold that down like that. And I'm going to get my glue. Which way round shall I do it? And then just glue this bit down this side and along there. I think this is just a little bit longer. And then I'm going to pop that on the edge of this page like that. So that sits. It's probably easier this way actually to see. Glue that down. Make sure we don't get any glue everywhere. You see, and then that will glue onto there. And then we shall have a little pocket in there. Fabulous. Shall we just do the corners? Let's just do the corners. Like these corners, I think that looks great with a little bit cut off, doesn't it? And then we've got an extra piece that comes out like that. So what I was thinking is just adding that little bit of tea stain paper on there, just a journal on. I think that will look really good. Love it. Right, what else do we have? A little pocket there. A little one there. I don't want to put too many in here. There we go, there's a spare page. I did add a few spare pages. So, shall I do it? How shall I do it? I'll tell you what, do you think we could do one that flaps down? If I do it that way, then when it flaps down, the writing will be in the right direction, won't it? But I can't have it that big, that wide. So let me just take a bit off this side. What do you think? So if it comes down like that, that needs to go up like that, doesn't it? So we need to fold. Let's fold that like that. If I stick that on, then that comes up. I might round these edges like this. Will that go in? It's not going to go in, is it? Oh, there we go. Super. Okay, lovely. Lovely, lovely. I like that. Shall we just ink this? I think this is going to be a bit of a long video, so I do apologise, but I wanted to make one of these for myself, and I think that will fit on there perfect, won't it? Let's glue this on, and then this just gives you a recap on how to do it, and then add different things in. So it's got little extras in this one, little extras to go in to your little altered book. Do that way. I don't want to get my head in the way, so let's just stick that on. Oh, lovely. Perfect. And then I think probably under here you could have a little writing thing, or even like a little notepad under there, couldn't we? Hidden little journaly bit. There we go. Love that one. Love that. Let's turn over. I don't want to put too much. I'm going to put a few more in here, and then I think we will finish that up, and then I will, whether I'll do this in a video or just willy-nilly as I go along. I think, where was that one go? I'm going to do one on here. I'm going to do another one this way, because I like it like that. Let's just, I'm not going to make a pocket. I'm just going to stick it down, because I think that will be a little bit more stronger. If I can stick that in. Perfect. Oops. Wow, it does get through quite a bit of glue doing this, especially a glue stick, but it's so easy to do. Just, I mean, like I said before, making a journal can be quite daunting, but just having a book where you don't have to sew anything in, you just tear pages out. It's fun. Right, let's see. Let's stick that down. That's stuck on there. Let me just, oh look, I didn't make that very level, but that's okay. I don't know whether I can round that one off. I think I might have to do that with a pair of scissors. Let's take that little up. Didn't quite level that one up, did I? Oh, I might be able to do this one. There we go. Yeah, look, didn't stick that on very well, did I? That doesn't matter though, does it? there we go. Lovely, lovely. Now, I think a little bit of ribbon or lace would be quite nice on there, wouldn't it? Fabulous. Okay, guys, so shall I leave it there? Or shall I, let me just show you what I'm going to do, because I'll do this off camera as well. I'm going to take a piece of paper on these little fluffy bits on the inside. I'm going to take my ruler, what do you reckon about there? Something like that. Take a little bit off the bottom. And I'm going to round the edges. Oh gosh, I need to put something underneath there. Put something underneath there, it generally helps it cut the corners, because the paper's very thin. Let's see if we can do that again. There we go. Just a minute, I'm going to put that on there. Shall I round the corners on these? I could, couldn't I? Let's pop that underneath. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. A little bit of ink around here. Now, I'll tell you what you could do. If you wanted to sew, if you've got a sewing machine, before you actually stick this on, you could put this on and sew it on, couldn't you? Which is probably a good idea. But so many different ways to do these journals, isn't there? But I think I'm just going to stick that on like that. I think I will. I'm going to round these. There we go. There we are. That's better. Now we are all nice and rounded. And then this can sit on there. And then when you open up, you've got a lovely little journaling spot. I'm going to just stick it on with glue stick, I think. Like that. Pop that on. Do it like that because it's oopsie daisy. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Isn't that nice? Now, the other thing I was going to do, I'm going to add little bits of tape in here as well. So maybe, well, actually this would make quite a nice little sort of nature journal, wouldn't it? Let's just stick those little bits on there. Fabulous. I love it. Okay guys, there we go. So I'm going to go around and add a few little bits and pieces to that. So whether I will do this online in a video or just willy-nilly now and again, I will definitely show you the finished altered book, whatever I decide to do. So if you are making one, if you had a go, please do post it in the Facebook group, because I would love to see them. And you could probably give me lots of ideas as well, I am sure. But I love them. So there we go guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for sticking around if you're still with me. And again, if Jane's Makes is watching, I don't know what your name is. Jane, I suppose, but I don't know what your surname is. Please do contact me, because we have this ready for you. And again, if I don't hear by Friday, I will do another draw and we will see this. We'll probably go to somebody else. But Jane, if you are out there, please do get in contact with me at g@happinessandcrafting.com, and this can be on the way to you. So there we go guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. All right guys, bye bye.